Welcome to episode 2116, Bhavish Aggarwal, 9 Lessons. This is an outline of episode 2116, lesson 1 to 5, lesson 6 to 9. Lesson 1, the Indian Dream, just like the American Dream.
India's opportunity and if I can say the Indian dream. Like we're all celebrating the American dream these days, but there is an Indian dream also. And the Indian dream was...
Lesson 2, start small. Start with an app, and he worked 2 years in Microsoft India. In 2010, he co-founded his first company, a ride-hailing platform called Ola Cabs. Lesson 3, the biggest risk is opportunity risk.
Risk. See, there is, in the world of innovation, right, the biggest risk is actually the opportunity risk. If you don't take the right bet early enough, you will lose out on massive opportunities.
Lesson 4, cost structure has to make sense for India.
Technology sounds nice and cool and sexy, but in the end, the business model has to make sense for India. The cost structure has to make sense for India. And in India, what that means is invariably you will have to do more vertical integration.
Lesson 5, there are 2 tech revolutions now.
Technology platforms that I see very relevant today. One is what's happening with AI and its linked ecosystems like robotics, humanoids, etc. The second piece actually is the revolution in energy. Electric vehicles is an application of the energy technology. It's not the it's not the technology in itself; it's the application.
Lesson 6, better be in the beginning of the S curve.
Right bet early enough, you will lose out on massive opportunities. And I'll actually explain this to you with the notion of S curves, right? Technology penetration happens in S curves, right? Technology maturity and linked to it penetration, cost structures, all happens in an S curve. And then once an S curve matures, then the next S curve of the next generation of that. We try to really get into a industry in India when the technology S curve is at the first inflection point, not at the second inflection point. If we're trying to enter at the second inflection point when technologies have been commoditized, the competitive advantage will end up being balance sheet and capital.
Lesson 7, stacking technologies.
In India, it's even more relevant that you have to innovate across the stack to bring costs down, not just by aggregating gross margins, obviously that, but also by getting convergence of different technology vectors together so you can actually play a magnified impact of multiple technologies together. For example, in our Kritrim play, we are playing across the 3 stacks: the AI application and foundational model layer, the cloud, as well as the silicon. We're doing all 3. But these are 3 loosely coupled parts of...
8, the world's first all-women factory.
We built our factory, we built it in 6 months flat. It's 1 million square feet built in 6 months flat. But that's not even the most astonishing thing about it. The most astonishing thing is it is run all by women. So we have 3,000 women that we have hired in the factory over the last 1 year. There's no man working.
Lesson 9, working 140 hours a week.
20 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
So 140 hours.
You are Sudha Murthy's dream, yeah?
I feel wants a little bit of what I don't agree with this work-life balance concept. Because if you are enjoying your work, you will actually find happiness in life also and work also, and the both will be in harmony.
Leave your questions and comments below. In February, in March 2025, I was fortunate to be in magnificent India, birthplace of Buddhism, and the Taj Mahal.